Images from inside the Federico Mora Psychiatric Hospital in Guatemala City. Left unattended, patients hoard food stolen from the kitchen. Others lay in concrete courtyards, shoeless and poorly clothed. Women wander aimlessly through the corridors. One searches through the rubbish, looking for something to eat. Badly maintained toilets bring the risk of disease, and some patients prefer to bathe outside. But the most damning allegations from a months-long investigation by rights groups are of children locked in solitary cells. There are claims that some were sexually abused by staff and inmates from an adjacent prison. During our visit, the cells were empty, but the conditions were clear.
There's hardly any natural light that enters into the room. There's no artificial light. The bed behind me is bare, and the entire room smells like excrement because there's excrement that's been left on the floor.
One of the investigators told Al Jazeera that staff members say they're often afraid to speak out against the abuses they witness.
I think there's definitely an element of fear amongst the staff members and even amongst the doctors. Fear of reprisal from other staff member or from guards who may either be violent or have ties to violent gangs and other criminal elements.
The hospital's head of forensic psychiatry admits that the hospital has issues, but says the picture being drawn by the rights groups is inaccurate.
We have problems and the authorities know it too. They haven't been indifferent. The Vice President is working on the problem with the guards and the police. They are also looking at the possibility of having a facility for the patients who've been charged criminally and who cause many of the abuses.
Of the dozens of psychiatric hospitals investigated by the human rights groups across the world, Federico Mora, they say, is one of the very worst. Now they say it's up to the Guatemalan government to show it's serious about some of its most vulnerable people. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, Guatemala City.